It says that businesses don't do it, because if you do, you won't be eligible for grants or contracts going forward. It doesn't touch the employees. This is an issue that we struggle with, because there's two rights involved here. There's the right of the individual employee, but there's also the right of the business owner. It's not as easy. It's just not that black and white, Representative Shipley. I've got an 80-year-old lady that owns a dress shop in Denison. Been there for years and years. It may be closed now, but it was there for a long time. Maybe I'm not exactly right with her age, but she's older. She had the dress shop for a long, long time. Should she have the right, in order to protect her health, to say, if you work for me, you have to have the COVID vaccine? Does she? It's her business. It's her business. You may not like that, but the employee has the, okay, I don't want the vaccine, I'm going to go work somewhere else. Does an employer have a right to decide what in their business, how they're going to handle this for their employees? That's the conflict. I am very uncomfortable with big corporations saying you have to have the vaccine or you don't work here, and the implications of that for workers. But we talk about intrusive government all the time. Republicans get very upset when we talk about forcing florists or cakes to cake makers to be forced to participate in gay weddings. But suddenly we're okay with saying, but because I like this, you don't get, no, that for me, that doesn't pass my principle test. I believe that business owners have a right to decide what happens with their own business, and that's difficult for me, and I hope that it doesn't happen, and I frankly think the free market will take care of it. I've already talked to some facilities. I just don't think, as difficult as it is to hire nurses and as difficult as it is to hire CNAs, I got a feeling that there aren't going to be a lot of facilities that are going to mandate that vaccine and cut out how many in the workforce. I just think the free market will take care of that. I think the same thing will be true of businesses. If businesses say you have to have a vaccine to work here, I've got a restaurant in my district that can't even open their normal hours because they can't find people to work. So how many businesses are going to be willing to cut out how many people in the workforce? That's kind of the beauty of the free market system. Sometimes it takes care of this stuff for itself. If things get out of control, we can always come back. This bill doesn't solve every problem. This bill doesn't answer every issue. And I know it does not go far enough for a number of folks, but it makes a strong statement that we believe that this decision should be up to the individual, and the state of Iowa will not condone identification cards that say whether you've taken the vaccine or not. We will not condone businesses not allowing people to come into their grocery stores or whatever because they haven't had a vaccine. We are not going to condone those things, and that sends a strong message across the board about vaccine passports. This is a major step forward, and I think it could be a bipartisan moment, because I got a feeling lots of folks think it should be a personal decision regardless of whether you got a D or an R behind your name. So, I understand there's people upset on all sides. I did my best to strike a place where I thought principle met with common sense. And that's the point for me. Principle has to meet with common sense.